Guys, we are right here at the Device Next Expo. Let's just go inside and see what is next. Okay, now we are at the kiosk of Innotech. Am I saying it correctly? It is Innotech. Why do you have two N in the name?
Inno means innovation and tech means technology. It's innovation of technology. We are related with the technology innovations.
Do you have your intellectual property right for the product, or do you import them from maybe China?
We have our IPs.
You have your own IPs. Since you're saying that you have IP, have you come up with more of a complex product?
So we are not going for more complex products, but we have only very limited products in all countries.
Thank you for your time. The IP of speakers, Bluetooth speakers, IP of earphones, adapters. Let's move to the another kiosk.
We are representing here is the Mobile India Expo, which we organize annually in Pragati Maidan. So it's a dedicated event which we do annually in Pragati Maidan on the mobile devices, accessories, hearables, and wearables.
Guys, this is Inception here. Christopher Nolan Inception, a dream within a dream. So an expo within an expo, showing a time for another expo. That's a very great way of marketing. We have STC Lab. Okay, my first question beforehand would be tell us why you're here.
Okay. Basically, I am from STC Lab and we are into a testing facility. Like we are providing the facility of testing for electrical, electronics products as well as IT products and audio video product. We have more facility like BIS, safety testing, performance testing and many more.
Okay, this is something very unique. Can I hold it? Let's get to know more about it. Hi. So, tell us about this product.
Actually, this is a digital Kindle, and this can operate with cells. It has a 3 mAh cell in it, and as long as the battery is there, it will light up.
Hi, this is Avneet Singh Marwa. We have 3 brands in India: Kodak, Thomson, and Blaupon from Germany.
So, the first question I'm going to ask you is, are we not fighting a losing battle? Because the sheer rate of change is so high now. Let's say if we go at par in the current sense, there is a high possibility that in the coming 5 years, the overall market could be disrupted. In your particular case, that would be a VR that could take over. What do you say about this?
If you talk about VR, see, TVs will not be, will not be a substitute product. Many of us told us that mobiles with mobile screen, you will replace televisions, but that's not happening. A consumer's experience is very important on a larger screen size. As India is growing, I think you will see a huge change in larger screen size. Apart from that, the technologies like Dolby Atmos, Vision, HDR10, HDR10 Plus will play a very vital role, and there'll be more technologies, whether it's for sound or for video.
So let's assume this theory of yours. There won't be any other thing that would substitute the TVs. If that is the case, then what is the competitive edge do we have, or what we are looking forward to?
Yeah, the competitive edge that we have is we're looking for a larger screen size now, and technology. We started with 2K, 4Ks, then QLEDs of the world came in. So, as we seen that how things are growing, there'll be more on technology bit and on screen.
Hi, I'm Dhruv Garg, co-founder Tele Audio Video Private Limited. We stand as TAV India. We constantly innovate in different products and try to provide the best solution and the latest technology to our brands which are associated with us.
So my first question would be, when are we moving beyond chargers, adapters, and the earphones?
Mostly by the next year, we are trying to enter new segments like EV chargers and power banks also. So we will be constraining ourselves into mobile accessories as we are specializing in it, and we are associated with the brands which are dealing in these products only.
Hi, I'm Anmay Charlotte, the co-founder of a company called Atovio, where we are tackling a problem which affects 80 crore Indians, which is poor air quality. This is our product, which is a wearable air purifier. It is called the Atovio Pebble. How this works is basically it releases 6 million negative ions into the air every second, which attach to the pollutants around you, make them heavy, and then drop down from your breathing space.
So this is one of those brands who are here who's having their own IPs. That means they have developed their brand from the scratch of their own technology and have something good to offer.
I'm Arpana Shahi. I'm the founder of Gabit. Gabit is a one-stop health and wellness platform. We are the only smart ring in the world that has integrated the 4 key pillars of health, which is fitness, nutrition, sleep, and stress.
So, ma'am, the first question I would ask, if I were to buy your product, this wearable ring, and have this skepticism, like how does it work?
Sure. So it has a combination of sensors which captures the core health markers from your body, and then we have algorithms built on top of it which combine different metrics along with algorithms and weightages around it to give you an insight around different health markers that you would otherwise not get.
The second question would be like, do you consider Apple Watch as your competitor?
See, at the end of it, everyone that's a health wearable is trying to do the same thing, right? So to that extent, everyone is doing the same thing and everyone is a competitor. However, Apple smartwatch is a very different product. The focus of Apple smartwatch is not really health. It is a device. It's most people use it for a lot of other things, and they'll also see their steps.
Wow, they could now count the heart rate, blood pressure, have claimed to have saved people from the heart attacks beforehand. So I really think that's an arena. There's somebody big is coming into your place.
So Apple Watch has been there even before we launched. But even if you were to look at US, for example, where like we are new in India, but US has some players that have been there for a long time. They have grown, like the billions of dollars worth of companies, while Apple Watch is still there. It is because Apple Watch is not considered the gold standard when it comes to health.
Thank you so much, ma'am. The scrutiny is done. I really think there is a substance in the product, and one of few brands that have come down here with a unique IP and a unique idea.
Hi, I'm Anku Jain. I'm the Managing Director for MediaTek India. So MediaTek is a global fabless semiconductor company, and we design chipsets for several verticals like smartphones, smart TVs, and connectivity devices, etc.
So there was a dialogue in the Iron Man first movie that Tony Stark was able to make it in a cave. That's a metaphor for today's world in India. Why are we not able to make any IP or the components in India? And what's the next future for us waiting in the next 5 years maybe? So I'll ask the question about the first thing, sir. Why are we not able to make it in the cave?
So I think it's a very interesting question, and but I feel broadly it is changing now. And why it was not there, I totally agree that R&D investments in India has not been as it is in other countries. I think the main reason is that the risk-taking capacity, because R&D does need a lot of investments and a lot of courage to do it.
Okay. So the second question is, in USA currently, private players come up almost 80% of overall R&D that happens in that country. We are somewhere at around 30 to 35% currently. So what is that impediment that the private players are not making it up for more than 80% or maybe at par with them?
So actually, I would kind of summarize, I think similar to what I said earlier. One is, what will it take? There'll be kind of three different reasons, I would say. One is, the risk-taking capacity of the new generation is much more than what it used to be earlier. So that risk-taking capacity is going to create more startups and more IP creation. So that is one thing which has changed and is getting better. Now, in fact, India has over 100 unicorns already in the startup ecosystem.
Well, very well, sir. The number will speak for itself in the coming time. Thank you. Sudeep, I have three profound questions to ask.
Go on.
First one is, what's the competitive edge of your product?
Okay.
The second one, when are you coming with your own OS and the chipset?
Okay.
And maybe, what's the next 5 years for the TV industry?
Okay. The first question is the easiest to answer.
Yeah.
I think the competitive edge that we have built is the TVs basically had a very slow experience. So what we call it slow epidemic. So हमने fast TV बनाया. So we have actually built the fastest TV in the country. OS is a longer game. It takes a lot of time and effort.
You be the judge of it and tell us all three brands if you've ever used them or have any sort of brand recall of it. Thank you so much.